Dear friends, hard to believe it. This is the final NECA Live of 2021, so I don't want to waste a single second. Let's close out the year in style. Hello everyone and welcome to NECA Live. Can you believe that this is the final NECA Live of 2021? And I am so glad that you joined us here on LinkedIn, Facebook, or as part of the NECA Podcast Network. Wherever you are and whoever you are part of the family and you are welcome. One of the most exciting developments for NECA right now is our brand spanking new website. This was launched last week on December 8th after weeks, months, maybe even years of work. And it features brand spanking new navigation, a new login experience, and so much more. If you have not been to the new website, check it out. At the end of this broadcast, we will also be showing you a short video that helps you get up to speed on the best way to access your account on the brand new site if you haven't attempted to sign in. I promise you, there have been huge changes in the background that make your life much easier every single time that you log in. And you will want to sign in after our show today, because that is where you'll want to go to register for the MEP Innovation Conference in Tampa this January 24 through 26. This is a joint event being held collaboratively between three great organizations. NECA, of course, us, the Mechanical Contractors Association of America, or MCAA, and the Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors National Association, or SMACNA, which is the funnest word I've ever said. The conference will share the most relevant information on the brand new tools, software, technology, and of course the processes in order to improve MEP contractors' productivity and profitability. And who on earth doesn't want to improve that? It will feature speakers from around the industry in mechanical, electrical, and plumbing sectors, including NECA leadership will be there in the room and several NECA contractors. One of the top minds behind NECA's involvement in this project has been Tauhira Ali, NECA's Executive Director of Industry Innovation, and she is joining us here today. Now, Tahira, you're here on NECA Live almost as often as me. You are so very welcome. Before we get into the good stuff, I'm really here to ask you, are you all set for the holidays, Tahira?
Oh my gosh, how can you ever really be set for the holidays, right? It's this avalanche of wonderful time and chaos, and I am as excited as I could be about the holidays. What about you, David?
Oh no, I've got absolutely nothing done, but my close personal friend Jeff Bezos has assured me he's going to deliver everything on time with his reindeer and his sleigh bells. So I'm excited to get cracking. And speaking of excited, I know you and your team must be so buzzing for the event. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it, Tahira? What inspired the collaboration between these three hardworking organizations, and how has that collaboration been set up around the planning process?
That's such a great question, David. And the MEP Innovation Conference, it's the first innovation and technology conference where NECA, SMACNA, and MCAA are joining forces to showcase the latest in construction technology that affects how work gets done. And there's a special focus purely on the needs of specialty contractors. So NECA is so excited to co-host this event in Tampa. Who doesn't want to go to Florida in January? And it's January 24th through 26th. We have over 65 speakers. They're all primarily contractors, people who've worked in this industry, and they're sharing their experiences in panels and roundtables and one-on-one presentations. And like you said, more details and a registration link can be found at our brand new, newly revamped NECA website. So it'll be at necanet.org/events. And to your question about how did we get here, the inspiration for this collaboration has been a long time in the making, and it's been driven by our incredible CEO, David Long. And as you know, David works tirelessly. Literally, the man is full of boundless energy to advocate for electrical contractors in all settings. And that includes leveraging his relationships with Tim Brink, the CEO of MCAA, and Vince Sandusky, the outgoing CEO of SMACNA, and Aaron Hilger, the incoming CEO of SMACNA, to lay down the vision for this event. So the collaboration has been like taking this really incredible orchestra, in this case, our NECA team, and combining it with two other phenomenal orchestras, the MCAA and the SMACNA teams, to create this fantastic super conference. So from meeting planning to PR to education to AV, we've got some phenomenal eyes really on every facet of the show.
Oh, so much hard work has gone into it. It's so obvious. Who exactly is the target audience for the MEP Innovation Conference? And what exactly do you think they'll get out of their time in the room, Tahira?
The target audience for MEP Innovation are all of the decision makers on technology and process within each contractor organization. So that's kind of cool because sometimes for some companies, that's a director level player, and sometimes it's the CEO or the head of innovation or the VP of technology. So what's incredible about this year's event is that it's almost entirely designed by contractors for contractors. So earlier this summer, we actually brought together the NECA, MCAA, and SMACNA technology and innovation committees. And so those groups got together and they brainstormed exactly what topics they wanted to see in a shared innovation event. So this isn't something that, we've built from minds that aren't, on the job site and aren't relevant. So they not only figured out what they wanted in terms of topics, but also how they wanted these topics delivered. So first time ever, we're hosting this construction innovation conference where every breakout session will have a dedicated roundtable room where participants aren't just hearing what the speakers have to say, but they're actually contributing themselves to the discussion. So this is a show where you get to learn, to share, and to walk away with actual tactical strategies that help strengthen your company from within.
And I know it's the quality of those conversations that make all NECA events, and of course this wonderful three-legged stool collaborative event, really stand out. But one thing that I know our audience love, they love world-class speakers who will inspire them, who will challenge them. So tell us a little bit about some of the speakers and topics that we can expect there.
Absolutely, David. So we have some amazing speakers. And again, these are your peers. These are your people who've been there. So for example, Jared Chrisman, who's the VDC manager of Big State Electric, and Matt Lamb, who's the chief information officer from Rosendin, they're speaking together on a panel that's all about data management and digitization. So it's really cool because you get the perspective of someone who's down in the nitty gritty of VDC and someone who's managing the entire information strategy for a company. And those two perspectives get to come together. We have Jeffrey Fuentes, who's the executive vice president of Aurora Electric, co-leading a roundtable on project coordination across the trades. Brian Russ from Allison Smith is walking participants through the actual best practices and software that he uses in his daily life in project management, with General Ron Bailey, who's NECA's own Vice President of Industry Development, and he's going to be speaking on how diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging generates innovation, creativity, and revenue. And we even have an all NECA panel on how to expand into new markets. And so it's from people who've lived this experience. And we have an all NECA panel on how to manage data across all of your software and technology platforms. And that's just scratching the surface.
Gosh, I never seem to understand how we manage to cram so much content and learning. And I know one big priority of NECA recently has been these collaborations from other organisations and associations from beyond the world of electrical construction. Because actually, Tahira, when we're out on projects and on sites, we're working with these industries, with these sectors, with these other disciplines. So I think it's really important that we all come together for networking and learning as well. So what can NECA and its members gain from these really important alliances and partnerships that you and the team have been working so hard on?
That's such a good question, David. And you really hit the nail on the head, right? We're out there with these other trades. And that's something that we continue to hear about from our member contractors. Everyone is working together and they're coordinating projects on a job site. So we all gain when we can build those relationships early on. Whether you meet specialty contractors that you've already worked with at this event, or if you even meet other specialty contractors who represent different trades who are from your area, who can become your new partners. Everyone benefits from strengthening their relationships with project teams early and often. And even beyond that, construction innovation and construction technology is an out of control market. There are thousands of startups, there are tech giants who are looking to gain traction in this specific and very lucrative field right now. And so by working together, our voices are stronger, and these tech providers, they're listening. Our feedback, both collectively and also as a NECA community on the specific needs of electrical contractors, they're actually changing the way that software, machinery, even workflows are made. And that's a huge part of how we're going to continue to drive and stay ahead of change in the construction industry.
It is so exciting to see all of this incredible work, especially at a time when I think we should be investing in ourselves, in our business, in the industry, because you know what? It has been a pretty unusual last 2 years and the future has never been brighter. So Tahira, for anyone who's not sure whether it's a good fit for them, they're not sure what speakers or events would jump out to them at the particular event, do you have any final parting words or thoughts to someone who's on the fence?
Absolutely. There's so many exciting components of MEP Innovation. We can't wait to see everyone in January and have this reunion. But I'm especially excited about the opening general session on Tuesday afternoon. So that'd be on Monday afternoon, on January 24th, where all three association presidents are going to be speaking together. So that's NECA's new president, Kirk Davis, who's also the president of Bob Davis Electric in Shreveport, Louisiana. MCAA's president, Armand Kaligin, who's also the president of O'Brien Mechanical in San Francisco, and Al Labella, SMACNA's president, who's also the owner and president of Blue Diamond Air Systems in New York. So what's really special is that all three of these presidents are also contractors themselves. Right? They're from different regions of the country, specialize in different trades. They have companies of different sizes, and they're going to be together on the same stage sharing their views about how innovation and technology have affected their businesses and their associations. So that's going to be just incredible to watch and incredible to learn from. And that's just the start. That's just how we're kicking it off. And I would say, David, as a final parting thought, registration is through the roof on this event. We've never seen numbers like this before, which makes sense because it's three different associations coming together. So I would encourage anyone from NECA, MCAA, and SMACNA to check out the NECA events page. Again, that's necanet.org/events, or on our newly updated website, and register and book your hotel as soon as you can. And if you have any questions along the way, no matter which association you belong to, we're all working together on this. So feel free to reach out to us at innovation@necanet.org, and we will get you set up to be a part of this incredible historic event.
I think this would be the perfect holiday gift to yourself if you were to register ahead of the event in January. Tahira, thank you so much from all of me and my family here. I wish you and your family the very best for the holiday season, and I am certain I will see you within 5 minutes of 2022 because, as I said earlier, you're here as much as me. Tahira, thank you so much for coming and joining us. Take care, and I'll see you really soon.
Of course, thank you.
Thanks, Tahira. So there we have it. We've heard it directly from Tauhira Ali, NECA's Executive Director of Industry Innovation. It's so great to hear from her to talk about the MEP Innovation Conference, and you can register for this event right now by finding the event on NECA's brand spanking new website and registering there with all of the details. Now, speaking of this new website, we want to end today of this giving you a sense of how to access your account on the brand new NECA.net.org. So I want you, as soon as this is done, I want you to go ahead and do it now. It's the best way to get your feet underneath the carpet in this brand new platform. So I want to thank you all for joining us throughout 2021. I've loved spending more time with you. Of course, it was wonderful to be in person with you in Nashville, and we have got big plans ahead for Austin next year. So I hope you and your friends and family stay safe. I hope you work hard, but I hope you play hard and have a nice break as well. Thank you so much for being friends of mine and friends of ours in 2021, and we will see you back here in 2022. This has been NECA Live.
To access your new NECANet login, first, visit necanet.org. At the top is Member Login. After clicking on it, you'll see a drop-down menu. Select Login. Ignore filling out your email and password, and instead click on Forgot Password. You will need to do this on your first visit. Enter the email that was previously associated to your account, then select Reset Your Password. In your email, you'll see a Community Hub message about your NECA profile password change. Click it and click on Reset My Password. The email may take several minutes to arrive. Select a password you know you'll remember and fill it out twice to confirm. Then, hit submit. And that's it. From now on, your email is your new NECAnet login. We'll see you there at the new NECAnet.org.